Welcome to your comprehensive interactive study breakdown on fractions, decimals, and percentages. This topic is the bedrock of numerical reasoning in GCSE Maths, connecting to probability, statistics, ratio, and algebra. Today we will explore how to fluently convert between these three forms and use powerful percentage multipliers to solve compound interest and depreciation problems efficiently. Let's map out the core conversions. Fractions, decimals, and percentages are three different languages describing the same proportion. To convert a fraction to a decimal, divide the numerator by the denominator. For example, 3/8 equals 0.375. To change a decimal to a percentage, multiply by 100, moving the decimal point 2 places right. Conversely, to go from percentage to decimal, divide by 100. Finally, to convert a percentage to a fraction, write it over 100 and simplify to lowest terms. Turning to our core study notes, a percentage multiplier is a decimal that represents a percentage change in a single multiplication. For a 15% increase, the multiplier is 1.15, for a 20% decrease, it's 0.80. This method is especially powerful for compound interest, where you raise the multiplier to the power of the number of years. For example, a 5% annual interest over 3 years uses a multiplier of 1.05 cubed. Now let's look at the process for converting recurring decimals to fractions, a key higher-tier skill. Start by letting x equal the decimal, for example 0.777. Multiply both sides by 10 to get 10x equals 7.777. Subtract the original equation, 10x minus x gives 9x equals 7. Then solve x equals 7 over 9. This algebraic method works for any recurring pattern by choosing the appropriate power of 10. Let's work through a compound interest exam question. A bank account pays for % compound interest per year. If you deposit £500, how much is in the account after 3 years? First, the multiplier for a 4% increase is 1.04. Raise it to the power of 3 for 3 years, 1.0 for cubed equals 1.12 for 864. Multiply by the principal, 500 times 1.12 for 864 gives 562.432. Rounded to the nearest penny, the answer is £562.43. Watch out for common pitfalls. Always simplify fractions to lowest terms after conversion. Be careful with decimal point placement when multiplying or dividing by 100. Many students mistakenly use simple interest for compound interest problems. Remember that compound interest applies the multiplier repeatedly. For recurring decimals, show all algebraic steps to earn method marks even if you make a calculation error. To wrap up, remember the three conversion methods: fraction to decimal by division, decimal to percentage by multiplying by 100, and percentage to fraction by writing over 100 and simplifying. Use percentage multipliers for efficient increase and decrease calculations. For compound interest, raise the multiplier to the number of years. Convert recurring decimals algebraically by setting up an equation and subtracting. Finally, always simplify fractions and check your decimal point placement. Master these skills to unlock high marks across the GCSE Maths paper.